I know there's been a lot been made about no snaps with or practice reps with the first team, the starters. I think that's more common than people anticipate. I would go weeks as the backup quarterback. Weeks, if not months.
You were sort of a seasoned veteran backup who was there for that reason because you didn't need snaps and they could throw you in case of trouble. This is a rookie who's never taken a snap in an NFL game.
So I think it's odd that Shedeur hasn't had a single snap of practice rep. Yes, but I don't think it's something where everyone's making it out to be like, oh my gosh, you should be splitting the reps with Dillon Gabriel.
Splitting is maybe too strong a word. I hear what you're saying, but
he's running the scout team. You're a backup quarterback. Obviously, you would run the scout team, right?
So if he's running the scout team, how is the offensive line not hurt as Caden?
I don't know.
The discussion over the quarterback situation in Northeast Ohio has been temporarily put on hold. For at least another week, there is no uncertainty or speculation. Kevin Stefanski made it clear on Monday afternoon that following an exciting, if flawed, but undeniably encouraging first performance, rookie Shedeur Sanders will be taking the snaps once more.
There anymore, bro. It's just not there anymore. So let's just get that out the way. But you Shedeur Sanders, and you connect with Bond after scrambling out to your right, avoiding the blitz, and you throw that 52-yard touchdown pass. You throw the swing pass, and you get a 66-yard, another touchdown there as well. I give credit where credit is due to Sampson. That is, I give credit where credit is due, because obviously the first week was awful. 25% completion percentage last week when he came in. This week, 55% completion, 47 yards passing, this time 2,200.
On Sunday, Sanders stole the spotlight during a 24-10 away victory over the Las Vegas Raiders, and by Monday, he had become central to the team's future plans when Stefanski confirmed that the fifth-round selection will start again this Sunday at home against the San Francisco 49ers, even though fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel has passed concussion protocol and is deemed fit to play.
A touchdown pass yesterday. Give credit where credit is due. It was really, really good to see him perform, for him to have the opportunity after a few days of practice, like he pointed out, to really, really showcase his skill. And then you look at him. He's bigger than Dillon Gabriel. He clearly has a better arm, can spread the field better, can throw the deep ball. Okay, so he showed you some of the things as to why we were talking about him coming out of Colorado before he fell to being a fifth.
In a city weary from constant quarterback changes, that kind of clarity felt like headline news. The primary responsibility of a quarterback is to win, Stefanski emphasized, reaffirming his confidence in the young player he had just entrusted with the role. Thrilled to see him secure that first victory, and now the focus is on improvement. That's what young players, particularly quarterbacks, do. You get better each game through hard work. That will be our priority. In other words, Sanders had done enough in 1 week to merit another opportunity, but now he must demonstrate that his initial success was no fluke. While the Sunday box score may not proclaim him a franchise savior, both the game footage and the atmosphere in the locker room suggested something far more promising.
Listen to what Myles Garrett said after the game that means even more as to why Shedeur Sanders should start. I'm giving y'all everything. Go ahead.
And I'm just like, wow, there's not many guys in the league that can make that throw. So that was a hell of a throw. I hope he can continue to grow and develop for making plays like that, and he'll take it from there.
Shedeur Sanders has to be the starter for the Cleveland Browns moving forward, and it is not because of what Emmanuel Acho thinks. It is because of how Myles Garrett reacted. Forget me. Take a look at this image right here. This tells you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. Myles Garrett's facial expression to that Shedeur Sanders throw said, I ain't seen nothing like this before. And at minimum, I've forgotten ever seeing it before, and I need to see it again. Y'all can remove it. For a defensive player to, during his small break, because usually the Browns offense is rarely on the field, so for Myles Garrett to, during his small break, be looking up on offense and like, oh my God, did that just happen? But y'all know I do my homework on it.
Sanders completed 11 of 20 passes for 209 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception in his first NFL start. On paper, the statistics appear solid but unremarkable. However, in context, the achievement was far more significant. He became the first Browns rookie quarterback to win his debut since Eric Zy in 1995, ending a punishing 17-game losing streak in matches where Cleveland started a quarterback making his first career appearance. For a franchise that has gone through 42 different starting quarterbacks since 1999, this milestone carries considerable weight.
Not many guys in the NFL can make throws like him. And after, Stefanski still went on and was indecisive. Let's see. He just said, I'm not going to get into that.
Chris, I'm obviously, proud of him and proud of this offense, and there are a ton of things to learn from, but I'm just going to, worry about today.
Man, that's
I'm worried about
but when Dylan Gabriel got his ass whooped, and they asked, was this Dylan Gabriel the starter? You ain't say, man, we just got our ass beat, man. Let's just worry about this loss. We got some things to clean up. I'll worry about that on Wednesday. It was a quick, he's still our starter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every week you wanted to worry about it then, but now when Shedeur get a good win, you don't want to worry about that shit. That's bullshit.
They got to get rid of him because
that's bullshit, bro.
The rest of the team is not going to want to follow that man.
Yeah.
Right? They're not going to want to follow. They got to get him out of here this year. Point blank, period.
Yeah. You remember the locker room when J.J. McCarthy had a terrible first 3 quarters, he came back and won?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chicago game, what that head coach did for him, like, bro, he came in there, you would have think he won a Super Bowl.
It looked like it. Yeah.
Like, bro, like, this your quarterback you talking about, bro. You can't do him like that, man.
By
That shit just
He doesn't want to
wrong,
feel
bro.
dumb now.
That shit just wrong, bro. Show him some fucking love,
Show
bro.
him some love. I mean, and he's such a heavily scrutinized guy, Shedeur, right? He is a very polarizing individual. So every word that Stefanski says is going to be picked apart, and we're picking apart his mojo after the game and not giving him any love.
It wasn't just that Sanders secured the victory, it was the manner in which he did so. He demonstrated composure and command, allowed only a single sack, and confidently pushed the ball downfield in ways the Browns had not previously seen with Gabriel at quarterback. His 52-yard connection to rookie wide receiver Isaiah Bond was the sort of throw that makes coaches take notice in the film room. Rolling out with his eyes downfield, Sanders delivered a highly difficult, precise pass over tight coverage, finally unlocking the deep speed that had been tantalizing Browns fans all season.
Fans, everybody, I'm going to say this perhaps on behalf of the people in my line of work, man. Man, let's just get this money. There is a difference between being an underdog and not being that good. This guy who has had a whole slew of advantages, and the greatest advantage at all, a father with the power to be able to become a coach at all these places to shepherd you through to get to the point where you get to the NFL. This is not an underdog story. They don't make
The big plays downfield, Stefanski explained, highlighted what set Sunday's Cleveland offense apart from the one fans had grown accustomed to. The connection to Bond was exceptionally difficult, and while there are certainly areas Sanders can improve, he has the mindset to adjust to the speed of the game and exploit what defenses give him. One play, in particular, captured social media attention, a simple dump-off that turned into a 66-yard touchdown. Sanders' first NFL scoring pass may have technically been a screen 6 yards behind the line, but once running back Dylan Sampson caught it in stride and sliced through the Raiders' defense, it felt like the Browns' offense had finally come alive. Critics may dismiss it as fool's gold on the stat sheet, but in the quarterback meeting room, it was proof that Sanders can get the ball out quickly, into space, and allow his playmakers to shine, something Cleveland desperately needed. The day could have been even bigger if not for Jerry Jeudy's fumble on another potentially explosive catch and run. Sanders might have ended with over 250 passing yards and an additional scoring drive. Advanced analytics may strip the long plays from his stats, but inside the building, the Browns saw something they had not in weeks: potential. Stefanski's decision also carried implications for Dylan Gabriel, the third-round pick who began the season as starter and has since cleared concussion protocol after a hit in Week 11 against the Ravens, the very blow that opened the door for Sanders to step in. On paper, Gabriel's record was solid, with 59.2% completions, 937 yards, 7 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions across 8 games and 6 starts, but the results told a different story. The Browns went 1-4 in the 5 games he started before the injury, with an offense that was methodical, limited, and often stagnant. By choosing to stick with Sanders even with Gabriel healthy,